This is a brief tutorial on how to locate your advisor's contact information. First, as a student of Lawson State, when you first enroll, automatically you are given an advisor's name. You may recall when you first came on campus, you may have had a counselor advising you, but after that first semester, you begin to start working with your advisor. It's very important to see your advisor because you don't want to make any mistakes. Things such as taking the wrong class, taking classes out of order, that can really delay or hurt you in terms of graduation. So, first thing you want to do is go to www.lawsonstate.edu. And the primary question that most students have is, well, where do I find the name of my advisor? Well, believe it or not, the name of your advisor is on a document that you carry with you pretty much every day the first week of class. It's on your schedule. So just to review, to locate a copy of your schedule, go to Student Suite. And by the way, we have separate tutorials on this, but for example, how to log on, that's a separate tutorial video you can watch. But I'm just going to remind you of where it's located in case you haven't seen the video. It's okay, I have a little error message. So you log in, put your username and ID, of course. Okay, so you log in, and of course your password. Now, as I always tell students, remember to click no if you get that security warning, and that will pull up our website. And under student information, just as a reminder, if you haven't seen, if you have looked at the video already. So just as a reminder, click on, of course, Student Information Center. So just as a reminder, you click on the Student Information Center, and you go under Student Records. And as you see, you click here from My Schedule, and your schedule will pull up. So that's just a reminder of how to get your schedule. Once you have your schedule, and I think this student doesn't have one, but that's okay. But once you get your schedule, you'll be able to print it directly from this particular page. If you don't see an icon here, just go up to the top of the screen and you should be able to print it. But typically you'll be able to print it right from this screen. Okay? Once you've done that, you can log out. Let me back out a little bit. Back out, and you'll go right back to the website. And now what I want you to do is go to the electronic search for classes. Now, although we're recording this video in the summer of 2012, it doesn't matter what year you're viewing this particular presentation because the electronic search for classes always updates per semester. So just find the link, electronic search for classes, and you click that. And what you'll see, one of the first things you'll notice is that you can also search by instructors. So once you have that instructor's name, and I'm going to use Dr. Cater as an example here. So let's say your advisor is Dr. Cater. You go ahead and submit his name. And the great thing about this system is that his entire schedule comes up. First of all, the first thing you notice is that he works on the Bessemer campus. You can also see a link, and if you click the link, give it a few seconds, a slight delay for it to pop up. But you'll notice in a minute you're going to see his phone number information come up and his email information come up, as you can see. And so one of the things I want to stress to you is that it is always best to email your advisor. It's always best to email your advisor. That is the preferred method. The absolute backup method is phone call. We just live in the world today that email is just far more efficient, and it's the fastest way to reach someone. The other thing that you'll notice is that you can see locations, right, where he's teaching, and the dates and times of when he's teaching. Now, we don't want you to interrupt an instructor during the middle of a class for an advising session, but let's say for some reason you're having some trouble reaching your instructor. It's nothing wrong with showing up to the class maybe 10 minutes before and maybe setting an appointment, or 15 minutes before he has class or she has class, to set an appointment after you've made some attempts at finding the instructor, okay, or locating the instructor. So this is sort of just a backtrack of things you can do to locate your instructor. All right. You can also, believe it or not, you can email the Lawson State Registration Help Desk if for some reason you're really running into some problems with locating your advisor, and we can probably help you in that as well. Okay, so again, this was a short tutorial on just getting you to this page and showing you that there is a way for you to quickly, number one, identify your advisor, and then assess your advisor. One thing before I go, I forgot to tell you about, that on every instructor's office, there's a card that's called a locator card. And the locator card will walk you through or outline for you the office hours and the advising hours for each faculty member. And so it's very important that you look at the advising hours that are listed and that you only show up during those times, because office hours are for grading, right, and prep work, and that is that instructor's personal time. And advising, well, of course, that's for you. All right. So again, if you have any questions, just email the Registration Help Desk and we'll be happy to help you.